Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders. This is for education purpose only. May the 4 victims rest in peace, condolence to their families, and may the correct justice be served. Today I'd like to go through a couple of social media coverages from the beginning of this case. Some are TikTok, some are Reddit, some are Twitter and Facebook too. This is David B. Berachu, I think his name is. You can see his TikTok profile. So this is conversations that were going on social media in the early days. The person says, "This is extremely hard." Then Drew says, "Look familiar. Lambda, lambda, lambda used to be only blacks until Lewis and Gilbert." Nice edit. So the conversation is about the 4 quadruple murder victims. "That's in Hawk," says Ripe. Taylor says FEP, sorry. Then you have David, who's answering the people from his TikTok. "Ratio video is cringe." Then somebody says, Nicholas says, "Radio frats are racist and SEXIS." This is someone replying to David B. They said, "You look like Minecraft, Steve in the second one." Then David says, "My head is rather square." Mad Daddy says, "Shish, things getting wild, huh, David?" Then David says, "If you want a statement from me, go to Twitter." Mad Daddy Miles says, "David, I don't have Twitter, but I'm just very curious. How your names even got brought up? I'm not accusing you because that would suck." David B says, "I honestly have no idea how or why. But all I can say is that the allegations are false." Mad Daddy Miller says, well, okay, I'll take your word for it for now. I just really want to know who threw y'all under the bus. It has to be someone you know." David B says, "Half of the information on the 4chan post is false." Then David says, "Excellent question. Which half?" That's exactly what I was thinking. So basically, the way I look at it is that David B is admitting that some of the things on the 4chan was true. I wonder if it was the insults towards the 4 victims and all the cussing words, or was it the fact that they unalived them? It looks to me like there's some kind of confirmation going on here. So David B, what half? Which half is true? It seems to me like you seem to be admitting some part of the 4chan article. These are some of the few things I have actually showed in my channel in the early days, but yet I decided to do it again today so that we can get a better idea of the Sigma Chi fraternity boys and how they work. So David gave us a better answer. He said the half where they say I unalived 4 people. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Obviously, if they did it, they're not going to admit it. But he admitted to some things being false. The conversation continues. The other David says, "Everything I've seen said you didn't, but that your friend?" David B replies, "Believe it or not, and keep up with me here, because I know it can be tough." I find this part to be very interesting. David Mad Daddy Millennial says, they know what, that's David actually B. They know what my mom does for a living. I don't know how or why, but they do. That shows he's been paying attention to social media, or maybe the 4chan anonymous post. The other David replies, ha bro, just letting you know what's being said. Someone must really hate you all to post all that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's two Davids allegedly, or the people involved in this horrific quadruple who wrote that on 4chan. Some people just like to take the credit of their evil work. David replies by saying, yo, that's crazy. Do you have any enemies? Do you have any enemies, actually? Seems like whoever started this would have to be in your area. I do agree with that statement. It has to be someone in the Sigma Chi fraternity. I totally agree. The person or the people who did these horrific crimes have to have been living in the Sigma Chi fraternity, if we go according to the 4chan. Because how would they know which window looks directly into the girls' rooms? Then he says, I'm curious, are you friends with Jack D? Now pay attention to how David B is lying. He said, nope, not sure who that is. He has to know Jack D. Because if Jack D was dating Kaylee previously, he would have definitely been seen in the 1122 Kings Road. And the Davids look like they knew E. I think they're just trying to distance themselves from each other. Then David B says, nope, not sure who that is. Mad Daddy replies, word, how are you handling